Good morning, everybody. This is Terry with Gateway to Counseling. Welcome to the Ask Terry show. And I want to get right into the question today. As you guys know, we come to you live here on our page Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays from 8:15 to 8:30. And then we rebroadcast in our group, right? So the question today, guys, actually, this question has been coming to me um, over the course of the last several months. Good morning, Sandy. And it's I don't think it's. Let me back up. For me, the questions haven't just been coming from one person or from one type of person. For example, it's not just coming from women. It's not just coming from men. It's not just coming from individuals dealing with the death of a parent or a loved one. It's coming from all kinds of sources where people are saying, I'm tired and I'm dying and I'm ready to leave this earth. And we, as the ones surviving, have to figure out how we're going to cope with that. Like, that's so strange, right? I don't remember in all of my 50 plus years of hearing people say, I'm tired and I'm ready to leave this earth. And I've had that come to me from children whose parents are aging and they're just exhausted. They're tired of the struggle and the fight of, maybe they have cancer, maybe they have surgeries that they've had to undergo. They've had all kinds of different illnesses that they've experienced. And they're saying, I'm 80 plus years old and I'm tired and I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to struggle anymore. I'm ready to leave this earth. And I've not ever had anyone say that to me. But when I hear those words repeated to me, I'm thinking, they're ready to go to heaven. And they're ready to go meet God. And they're ready to have this other experience, right? Me, I talk to God all the time. And He talks back to me sometimes too. And so I feel like I have that personal relationship with God and that I have Him here with me here on earth. But not everyone feels that. And they're ready to go to heaven because they want to see what else there is, right? And they don't want a life of pain anymore, guys. So how do you cope with that? It's very difficult. I think that you have to honor their wishes. You have to realize that they know what's best for them and that they have lived a good life, regardless of the age. Because I know a lady who came to me last year who said, my husband just passed away. He was a fairly young guy, under the age of 40. And he had some complications, some struggles, and he went to his wife 3 years prior and said, I'm ready. I'm tired of fighting. And she cried and she begged him not to leave. And he didn't. He said, okay. And she said, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for you to leave me and your children. I'm not prepared. And so he said, okay. And so he hung on, guys, for 3 years. And then he came to her again and said, it's time. I'm ready to leave. I can't fight anymore. I can't go through this struggle anymore. And thank heavens, she cried and she said, okay, we're ready now. I don't want you to leave, but we're ready. Wow. How phenomenal is that? To be able to go to your loved ones and say, I'm ready to leave. Are you prepared for me to leave? So guys, how do we prepare for our loved ones saying, I'm dying and I'm leaving? We have to honor them. We have to treasure them. We have to enjoy them, right? We have to have the good times and the laughter. And in this particular family situation, she needed to prepare her children for their father leaving. Maybe it's something as simple as making some videos. Like maybe your children are young, and your daughter's always dreamed of dad walking her down the aisle, right? Every girl has that dream. But he's saying, honey, you're only 10, but I'm ready to leave because I can't suffer like this anymore. We have to love them enough, guys, to let them go. And isn't that true in life anyway, right? Don't we have to love our children enough to let them grow and grow up? To let them go and grow up? Don't we have to love our spouses enough to let them figure things out on their own? Don't we have to love our family enough to let them figure things out and go out on their own? So we have to love our family members who are coming to us and saying that they want to leave this earth. And we're not talking about suicide, guys. We're not talking about suicide. I don't want you to get confused. I know that with one of my grandmothers, I got a phone call on a Friday late afternoon from my aunt in Louisiana. And she said, Terry, my mom, I call her my mom, is in the hospital and they're not giving her long. We're all gathering at the nursing home. And I had to drop everything, pick up the phone. I had an appointment early that Saturday morning. I had to rearrange that and get on a highway and drive the 3.5, 4 hours into Louisiana. And I remember looking at my grandmother, and I remember looking at everyone there. The room was full of family. If you guys are from Louisiana, you know. It's a ton of people. It's aunts and uncles and cousins and second cousins and third cousins, and everyone is there. And we had lots of food, and we made a little party of it. But the room was full, and she wasn't responding at all. She wasn't responsive at all. But we knew she was there, and we knew she was listening. And so we would talk to her, and we would laugh, and we would joke, and we would say things about her life. And it was really, really cool. Eating red beans and rice with baked chicken. And I left that night and came back home. And that Sunday, she was still hanging on. Monday, she was still hanging on. And the oldest daughter, my Aunt Dot, said, I think we need to leave because she truly wants to leave and she's not going to leave while we're all here. And so everyone left. And sure enough, I think it was 4 o'clock Tuesday morning that she passed away. We have to let our people go. We have to recognize that sometimes they're holding on to life regardless of the pain that they're feeling because they're holding on for us, right? I'm sorry, guys. I that's an important call. I'm going to have to call her back right away. So they're holding on for us, okay? We can't be that selfish. They're not living a full life anyway. In all the experiences that I've had with someone passing away, they are in pain. They are suffering. They are hurting. They can't walk. They can't move. They can't eat. Someone told me just recently of their mom could not swallow. They couldn't do anything. That is not living. And I've heard people say, I'll do anything for my mom to continue to live. Anything. What if they don't want to live? So how do you cope? You cope by honoring their wishes. You cope by preparing yourself mentally. You cope by enjoying them while you have them. Like my grandmother, we had a feast a feast right there in her nursing home room. All the family was gathered. No, it wasn't all the family because we have a big family. But I would say people were in and out of that room all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, saying their goodbyes. And guys, I've thought, if I'm down of, I'm not dying of cancer, but if I was dying of cancer, because I've had friends recently die of cancer. If I was dying of cancer, how would I want to spend my last days? I would have a huge party, right? And I would enjoy my friends, and I would enjoy my family, and I would say, I am leaving this earth. I will not be here any longer. Let me enjoy you while I can, because I'm going to a better place, right? I'm going to a happy place, happier than I am now. And so I don't want you to be sad. I want you to enjoy your life. And I want you to learn from me. So how do we cope? We cope by accepting now what the realities of life are. The reality of life is that we die. Our body decays. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but that is the reality of life. And if your significant other, your spouse, your loved one, your mother, your father has the ability to say to you, I am leaving and I am ready, then you need to get ready too. Okay? Guys, if you need any help with this, any help at all, we are here for you at Gateway 2 Counseling. We deal with grief. It is our number one issue that we talk about. It is the number one thing that people come to us about is grief. Death of a child, death of a loved one, death of a parent. We've had a lot of people coming to us recently with experiencing death of a loved one, death of a parent. I mean, because we're aging. And so that means our parents are aging, right? So accept it. Love them while they're here. Hug them, hug them, hug them. Laugh with them. Have fun as much as you can. Someone told me just recently their mom was laughing and joking and having a good time with them. They had cooked and again, family from Louisiana. Yes, by the way, guys, we work with people all over the U.S. And so they were great. And then the very next day, they went completely down and stopped responding. But they had already said, I'm ready. Okay, so they gave their family that opportunity to say goodbye and to enjoy them before they left this earth. Again, we are anywhere, anytime, bringing you peace, joy, love, and light with affordable online mental health counseling. Only $49 a session. We just got approved today with another EAP program called Alliance. So we're now taking Alliance EAP, Cigna EAP. We're now taking Aetna. Guys, we are taking almost everything that you have. So please, if you need us, we are here for you. Talk to you on the other side. Bye-bye.